fresh ham. I want them to be able to taste the natural flavor of the ham. This apple juice rind helps keep the natural flavor of the ham there. I'm gonna let it just sit for 3 to 4 hours and get a good flavor to it.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Question is, what are you smoking, man? Well, going to ham here. Open it up first. We go ahead and put our rub on it. We like to sweeten it up a little.
They're gonna put a rub on it, honey.
We're going to use a combination of salt, pepper, paprika, brown sugar.
Put a rub on it.
Got a stainless steel pitchfork that I wanted to bring out and just kind of show it off a little bit. Big tools and use them when you can. Today we're going to be using the
Woo!
to cook the fresh ham. Makes some nice even cooking. No hot spots. We're going to be cooking at approximately 250 for about 10 hours. So that when we're ready to turn it in, it's not dry and it's
I'm gonna try to restart this.
His family, they've had a barbecue joint there at home for 92 years. In 15 years, he was working at
We'll restart the tablet and work to try to get TikTok on there one more time, maybe two, before we go and rely on Facebook. Duchess, get out of here. How many times am I gonna have to tell you that before you actually listen to me? Good golly.
One thing that Roy has over time is he has competition experience, and that could give him an edge for today. Got a competition guy, really hoping that he's winning the competition. We're going to take it to the next level. And with both of them being Portsboro, which is really known for his barbecue, this may be a battle neck to neck right after the very end.
Redwood barbecue, just kick-ass rock and roll barbecue. I've been participating in barbecue for approximately 16 years. I grew up watching my dad and my grandfather barbecue, and as I got older, got more involved with it and started developing my own team. Being named #1 pit master in state of Kentucky would be a dream come true.
Young guy favorite here could be Mike Rabbit.
We are taking the
He's more used to cooking on cinder block
critters
old school.
and we are moving them out of this container because we are going to be using this container to rehouse the two remaining. Oh my god, that one is very fat. Holy cow. Munchkin, don't you dare get up on there.
What are you doing with the little ones?
I have to have a container to put cork bark in so they can catch the ones that are on the cork bark still.
Alright, now that I've had my fresh ham sitting here for about 3 hours, I'm gonna take her over to the smoker. She's ready to roll. I'm a hot and fast guy, so I'm gonna cook her for about 4 to 5 hours at about 275.
All right. Getting ready to go, guys. Welcome to the live. God damn it. You animals need to stay out from underfoot or you're gonna get stepped on and hurt. Driving me nuts. Like, why have they chosen the hottest day to fuck with me, too? That's what I want to know. Like, can't we just chill out for a second, guys?
This right here, make you smack your mama. End of story, dot, comma, period, exclamation point.
Alright. We have this. Well, it's a good thing that I've got more than 2 containers going. There are 3 scorpions in there. Hey, Goofy. So let me show you guys what I was looking at before we get started. We got 2 down there, and we got 1 right there. I'm in danger.
Keep on adding more, honey.
I might have you go outside and start poking more holes. It is not looking good for TikTok. It just shut itself off, and I didn't even try to go live. What is it about TikTok that my tablet's got such a problem with? I don't fucking understand. Like,
Ask what we're doing.
ask what to what the?
From the
Oh. We are catching baby scorpions and trying to get TikTok to work simultaneously, because I'd like to be able to share this with my usual subscribers on TikTok. But for some freaking reason, my tablet does not like TikTok. I might have to go live on Facebook instead, which sucks because nobody goes live on Facebook.
Then you could just stick to YouTube.
God. Or we save up money and we get that phone.
We get what?
The phone.
Or that's the plan for next week.
I mean, to do any of the phones that we have kind of work? No.
Mine does.
The other phones that are in our possession, honey. No. Duchess, you had to break my other phone, didn't you?
Oh, shit.
She did too break it.
Look at that dog, Neil.
I don't care.
Really?
She cannot use her cuteness against me. I will not allow it.
Too bad.
Okay, so another thing we gotta watch out for. Carefully take this up because scorpions can be up on the lip here. You don't want that. We really don't want that. Alright, we're just gonna go live on Facebook. Fuck it.
No.
Alright. Now, to make sure that we're not going to be grabbing anything where the scorpions are, we are going to shine the light in here. I'm going to come down here, grab the sides of this. Baby scorpions! Come on. Ugh. Can I have this? Mama? Mama? You're driving me fucking nuts here, Mama. Get off of the log! You have a baby right there I need to get my hands on. Fucking Jesus. Okay. Mama has got some power to that sting of hers.
Buffalo Crossing barbecue. Your Kentucky favorites like barbecue mutton, pulled pork, and ribs are getting served. But for our Kentucky pitmasters, John, Mike, and Roy, time is running out. They're getting ready to serve up their food and reputation.
Come on. You're getting thick again, girl. You better not.
For mutton, it's gonna probably be served either sliced.
Mama, come on.
And then a vinegar-based sauce or a Worcestershire base. But either way, it's gonna have tang that'll hold up to that robust flavor of the mutton. Let's see that with our fresh ham.
It's gonna soak up whatever flavor you put on it. Pitmaster's gonna have to be careful to really choose what sauce you're gonna do.
Now's a good time to start that process.
She gives zero fucks. Let's see if we can convince her baby off of there then.
1 part vinegar. This is barbecue sauce. Not dressed
No,
up.
the baby doesn't want to go either. Come on.
Sweet spices. 2 parts Worcestershire sauce.
There's baby crickets in here.
And a mixture of dry ingredients. I'm not going to tell you what they are if you have to come to our restaurant and eat. Cook that till the taste is all gone. We're using the same sauce for the mutton as we are for the fresh pork ham.
Come on.
It's Kentucky sauce. It's the only sauce we've ever used and the only sauce we'll ever use.
Original Boogaloo brown sugar. Boogaloo barbecue brown sugar sauce.
It's got a vinegar base.
All right. So there's 3 there. Ah. One thing you guys might not know. Oh shit. Well, there's a 4th one right there.
And they just keep appearing and appearing and appearing.
Yay, guys! It's like the world's worst magic show.
We got some corn syrup in here for the.
Makes you go, I'm in danger. Again.
And again.
And again.
And again.
Because now I'm going to have my hand.
Mixed together. Oh, yeah, that's right on time. On my fresh ham, I'm going to give it 2 options. I'm going to go with tangy and sweet, and then I'm going to go with the red vinegar
Got it.
sauce to serve as well.
Didn't really think this through.
Allspice, paprika.
What do you have?
I can make a
What do you think I have?
Do you have a baby?
I got a baby in the...
Do you have the other cages ready?
You're not going to like the answer. Oh, man. Okay, so Mama's going to be mad at us. Let's give her something to crawl into. There
No
you
more babies to hide in.
There you go, Mama. So stressful. Okay. Now, as far as I know, we have now officially got all the babies. Am I going to run off of that idea? No, we're taping this fucker back up. Once we are done, we are taping this fucker back up. Because baby's gonna baby. Okay, where did I put those?
Washed and dried them. Are they still in the kitchen?
I dried them. I didn't think I left them in the kitchen. Oh, they're right here. So, I have leftover dirt.
I plan on turning in some pulled and some sliced with tangy chili sauce. Now, I'm not the best cutter here and the decorator and all that, but just as far as the flavors I'm putting together here, it's the best.
They might have to deal with some somewhat moist dirt, but that one person. I don't like that word. Well, luckily it's not your live stream. All right, so we have the dirt right here. We got to get more. Don't forget to subscribe. You don't have to like, but
You do not work for NASA, Al.
Now, if you work for the weather, the weather, fucking Gilly Bopper, Doppler. No, wait, no, that's what we just said he doesn't work for. We're with. No, you're just confusing me, Elf. It's not nice to confuse somebody that's been out in the sun all day. It's rather rude, actually.
At least you used your sunscreen.
This is true. All right. Rusty. Yeah, well, that's a given. We all knew that he liked butts of all kinds, really.
Especially yours.
Yeah, no, he won't stop talking about mine. It's like his favorite pastime. I should really call somebody. There we go. There were literally 4 freaking baby scorpions in that cage.
Did you get the dirt ready for it?
Yep, that's all ready to go now. Didn't take long. We also got to get food into their cages. So it's going to be a little bit of a late night. And we've got exercises. So,
I failed to fire.
all right. So we didn't have 44, we have 46 baby scorpions that we know of. What?
This thing is so cute.
That is not the face that you were giving. You were looking like you were appalled.
Uh-oh.
What is going on here? Why is the water dish tipped over?
Because it's empty, isn't it?
I don't have time.
Yeah, I caught it.
I've got scorpions I need to look after, honey.
I'll be in there in a minute. Just pick it up.
There. Drink up, you pain in my ass. Okay. That's right. I went in there looking for the lid. Move, Oliver. Oliver, move. Okay. So this little guy, he's ready to go into his domicile for a while. Come on. There you go.
Did you put the water dish on the sink?
No.
Or is it on the floor?
I filled up the bottom part, but it's still attached to the top part.
Oh, okay.
All right.
When judging mutton for taste, mutton tends to have a robust flavor. I want to taste that mutton, but give me a little bit of sauce that will match up with the flavor of the mutton. So good again. And number 2.
two, Boogaloo, that's me. Here we actually ready. Oh, that was a little too tough.
Stop it.
I liked it.
You did go back for a second.
No.
Number three.
Number three, that's me, still smoking. Oh, he's licking his finger.
Damn it.
That could be a good thing.
Now we scored this much. Let's talk about box number one.
Joe Dicker.
Dan, if you look at the box,
That nice color, it has a smoke ring on there.
I know that vinegar is a big basis for, but we need to have a little bit of. The only flavor I got, I didn't really test any of the seeds.
I don't agree. I thought the vinegar was great there. I enjoyed it. Oh, it was really delicious.
This is exactly what I expected out of Kentucky. You know, a little heavy on the vinegar. There was surprisingly not gamey, just the perfect bitterness.
Would you? Oh my god, you little shit.
Number two,
Here we go. We barbecue.
I like the spin in there. The flavor was good. I like the flavor of this.
Right. But
They were a little bit tough. Chop I had, it's a little tough also.
When I went to take a bite of the rib, it didn't do anything for me personally.
oh, that hurts.
Let's move on to entry number three.
That's me, still smoking.
I opened up the box. It looked like somebody just took jelly and just kind of did a little bit of that on the box, which wasn't the most appealing thing.
Number three to me, it ate a lot better than it looked.
Appreciate that, Myron.
It was tender. I love the flavor of the sauce.
The sauce
Damn it.
very well with the mutton flavor.
Come on. I didn't taste the gaminess in the meat.
I thought it was cooked well. I think the flavors did do a good job.
You gotta love that. Yeah, I like that.
Unfortunately, it was just excessive.
Kids are driving me nuts.
Let's move on to fresh ham. Judge number one for our parents.
Number one, that'd be me.
Wait a minute.
Here we go.
With the fresh ham, I want to see some nice full portions in there. I want to see some slices. And I want to see all
I wanna
the
see if I can do this again.
sauce.
The reason why I didn't
Try it out.
try this before.
Number two.
That'd be me, John O'Dickery. I pretty much did the same thing I did on the mutton. I did a bowl with some sauce and a chop.
All right, Judge number three.
Number three, that's me. Oh, parents is bad on this. I'm not looking forward to this.
Parents don't seem to show them the
I hope to make up everything in the flavor category on everything I do.
Sticking with this fresh ham, judge it for taste and tenderness. Entry number one,
That's me, Boogaloo Barbecue. She's hoping it tastes as good as it looks.
Kentucky hammy number two.
Number two, that's me.
Don't trust you.
Box number three, it's me.
Let's judge entry number one, taste and tenderness.
Here we go, that's me, Boogaloo Barbecue.
I'm tasting fresh ham. It shouldn't be tough. It shouldn't have a tug to it. I'm okay with sauce, but let it be a backdrop flavor. Let the pork speak for itself.
One back.
Let's do number two.
Number two, that's me, John O'Dickery.
See, he kind of likes it. He's kind of licking his lips on it. It seems like. Can't really tell.
Okay.
Number three.
Number three, that's
So these guys aren't behaving like the other ones did either. Changing tactics. It's
Come on.
so lovely.
I went with a red vinegar base sauce, and then peach sauce
Got 'em.
to lay on top of it.
Just doesn't sound like that.
Hopefully they'll still keep eating.
Now that we scored our fresh ham for taste, tenderness, and appearance, let's talk about it. Number one,
Boogaloo Barbecue, number one, here we go.
Nice enough with the box. Flavor for me was generally pleasing.
The first thing that I noticed was that it was really dark. It looks like it just got way more smoke than
I
everything.
think the darkness came from the Worcestershire type sauce. That was something I liked. The only problem was, one of the slices was overcooked and dry.
You can just tell, I mean, it's just crumbly. Yeah. I just hope it looks like yes.
Let's talk about entry number two.
Number two, that's O'Dickery.
Number two gave us a large, full piece of chopped in the box, had a good look to it. Vinegar base that I was tasting in there is very complimentary to me.
All right.
Meat was tender. It was what I would think traditional Kentucky barbecue should taste like.
There you go.
Nailed it. I enjoyed the flavor. I thought it had a good level of smokiness. You can see a little bit of smoke ring there.
It was the flavor that I was expecting with Kentucky style barbecue pork.
All right.
Number three, it's still smoking. Number
Stop
three,
fucking fighting me on that.
He's got to finish catching all the babies first.
Doing what is he asking?
After that, after this, can we see the cockroaches?
You want to see the cockroaches?
That being said, I don't know if that meets criteria for what Kentucky barbecue supposed to taste like.
You know, even I thought it was cooked really well. It was tender, it wasn't dry out, it wasn't overcooked. I said he calling for scores to find out who's going to be barbecue pit master Kentucky champion.
Flip the corner, Alan, flip the corner. I feel like I've got a real shot at this. I just got my fingers crossed.
I'm hitting myself in the head.
The winner, barbecue pit master, is
It's the moment of truth here at the third annual Big Buffalo Crossing Barbecue.
Are you fucking for real right now?
Kentucky's top pit masters that cook your best mutton shoulder and fresh ham. And now it's time to find us a winner.
Pit masters, the score you meet's knotted up the top. You already found out who's going to be barbecue pit master and Kentucky champion?
There, fuck. Little shit.
All three of you guys should be really proud.
That was the one that was giving me the most trouble.
I feel like I've got a real shot at this. The judges are happy with
Okay,
fresh ham.
it's number 3 that we caught out of the cage.
The judges,
Okay.
all of them said the meat was very good, but I had a very sloppy.
All right.
I'm hitting myself in the head.
I just got my fingers crossed. I've done everything I can do at this point.
There's this one right here. This is Chunky McGee right here. This guy is already looking pretty thick, huh? He's looking pretty good.
Whose entry was number 2 in mutton today?
That'd be Boone Barbecue.
When I looked at your box, I was impressed that you had put some slices in there as well as the rib. I thought the slice ate really, really well today. Unfortunately, the rib that I happened to grab, it was tough and hard to chew. I appreciate the fact that you're the only team put in ribs.
I felt like if you guys gave it to us, we need to present it. All I'd say is cook some mutton ribs yourself and see how you come out.
well, how about that,
Come
Chuck?
on down. Come on, Osman. We'll show you how to do it.
How about that? Get your son, Chuck. Who had the box that had Cole and John?
Got it.
That was a
Okay.
Thank you very much.
That was some delicious mutton. I thought the tang was just perfect.
Thank you. So I guess
All 4 babies
your sauce on there. You had some
have been caught.
apricot probably. I couldn't quite tell.
All 4.
It was so thick on the mutton that I couldn't really see the meat under there.
And how many are left?
But
I have no idea.
really good.
What I do know is we'll drop some more adult crickets in with Mama, and then we will
Over the sauce.
deal with numbering these guys, because I think we were at, what, 42?
We were at 44, and then that's counting the first 2 you saw, so we're at 46 now, right?
Something like that. All right. Yeah.
Top 3 pit masters. And whether it's first place or third place, this dream continues on.
Now we need to get the weights ready.
And Mike Raymond is still smoking. The scores were really close today, but unfortunately, only one of you guys can win the $2,000 courtesy of Jack's Old South and go home with the title of Barbecue Pitmasters Kentucky Champion.
Gentlemen, you are 2 of the most respected pitmasters from the state of Kentucky. How are y'all feeling right now?
I represent Kentucky very well today. I think my sauce, my meat was traditional. I think it was right. My body could have been better, but I thought the quality was better.
So which one of you guys really think you got this thing won?
I don't know. With it.
We're about to find out.
good ground straight there up your butt right now. And one of these mutton shoulders and fresh ham or excellent examples of what Kentucky barbecue is. Carry forward, all Kentucky!
Well, they announced that I was the winner. I've never felt that way in my life. Just to be in the competition, that was enough. But to actually win it, I've proven to everybody, how good I really am.
Oh,
Mike Rollins, still smoking. Mike, I take a little neater presentation and a little less sauce, and you can be up here. Great job. It's an honor and a privilege to be among the best in Kentucky. I'm gonna use this as a stepping stone, and I'm gonna reach for the sky.
Old Hickory mutton was everything that I hoped to find in Kentucky mutton. Nice presentation, the vinegar sauce, complimented everything.
This fresh ham was dead spot on from top to bottom. Nice and tenderness, and that's what pulled it up to the can.
Going home as barbecue pitmasters Kentucky champion. It's probably the greatest thing it's ever.
This season on Barbecue Pitmasters.
According to the road, right there.
Traveling to some of the best barbecue competitions in the country.
Good game.
Battle it out. The herd of blood and the winner take all finale.
Woo.
7 of America's best barbecue teams are
Shit. Woo. All right. You got the water over there, honey? I need it. Little kitty. Whoo! Is there water left in it? Oh, honey. All right. We got 9 likes. Move. You're in the walkway. You kids are driving me nuts. Now we got to stretch. And we got to do these exercises. Oh my God. Is that... I can't tell if that's the big gal, Gabby Abby, or not. But one of the Balfouri is running around. We got 10 likes! Woo! Oh, alright. Finish the stretches. Like a 1x1 Lego piece. I'm square. But I used to be circle, so I guess it's better this way. My motto used to be round as a shape. Just saying. Not like that anymore. My taxes are paid. What are you talking about, Gray? What kind of trolling is that? You need to work on your shit, buddy. Is that the best you got? I bet you aliens tickle your bunghole for shits and giggles. I have no idea who Casio is, so that doesn't do a damn thing for me. Alright, here we go. Ooh. Where the fuck is my... There it is. Where's my shit? All right. All right. Now get a head wrap on. Oregon. What the fuck? Honey, there's a very confused astronaut on here. I am from Oregon, but my wife and I kind of run this shit together. Getting a fucking head wrap on because I'm starting to get sweaty. And I don't like sweat running down my glasses. That happens to be one of my biggest pet peeves. Second only to not being able to tie a knot behind my head. Oh my God. I'm seriously about to crash out over not being able to tie a knot behind my head. could we not deal with that? Thank you. All right. Now, I've decided to be. Oh, that smells fantastic, Parker. All right. Now that I've gotten water everywhere, phase 2 of taking care of baby scorpions. Luckily, I get to sleep in tomorrow because it's going to be a late one. This right there. This comes over here. Well, more so over here. My wife's not big on being on camera.
Pensacola, Florida, with thousands of people who come to taste some of the best cues the Panhandle has to offer. And today, 3 of America's
All right.
masters are battling it out. The talented pork buck spare rib. With the title of barbecue pit masters grand and champion on the line, our pit masters better turn in some high-flying flavor.
There you go.
Today's winner.
Thank you. I have got to put.
The spare is in between the baby back rib and the bacon, so it's a medium rib, got good fat in there. I think a good rub's all there 30 minutes to an hour before they go in the cooker is all you need. Finish it with a nice sauce.
There you go. Ta-da! Yeah. Let's go and move her out of the way. Put the water dish back. And then tape this back up. Can I get you to move?
I think I got a real advantage here. Stuff marinating these ribs. A super secret part
There you go.
of this marination process.
So long as she doesn't barrel out and sting me,
Rub
it'll
is
be
a
fine.
hydrated spice. You have to allow it to rehydrate so it can soak right into the meat. The rub is just a little bit of garlic, salt, sugar, and pepper. These are nice. You put them in the ice chest, and set for a few hours, and then we'll smoke them. It's fairly very simple. So I think the tricky part is just to make sure you do that right.
We'll take these things back.
Line looks real good, and we'll take it off. I put a lot of tetanus in my spare ribs, man. All I got was that my magic. And I think that's really gonna
There we
I
go.
got a little rub in here, I got a little green up already. Mix it in here.
You need something that's gonna help these rubs stick to it. So we'll go ahead and press that.
Whew.
Today it's what we call beef noodles.
Awesome.
Garlic, with a lot of chili powder.
Yeah, I know. It smells like dirt and high concentrations of scorpion venom. And a little bit.
For about an hour and a half.
Sweat. Now,
I love cooking them. I cook them every morning, and we have the best barbecue ribs ever.
Hey, Jim, need a short time? I think we got everything figured out. That's the door. Outside,
That's all figured out. Which is barbecue going down. So our spare rib rub, it's got a little sweet taste.
I like stuff. Well, I know you like stuff. Here we go. These are the 4 scorpions that we caught in the main cage. I originally thought that there were 2, but well, yeah, once upon a yesteryear. Come on.
I don't know about that. Well, they feel like I love barbecue on a daily basis. I've been
Oh, nothing but smalls. I can live with that.
Spilling herself?
Yeah. Drinking water.
The reason why I went with barbecue pit masters is to prove that San Francisco style barbecue is actually
Yeah, he thinks he's gonna get some sort of mad reaction, when in reality he just looks really sad. Looks really sad.
What do you say?
Basically, he can smell the room. We own arachnids, other invertebrates. Smells like a tropical paradise, minus some floral accents. So what we got to do, not with that, it's still a spray. There we go. Because the crickets that we have are much too big, we have no choice but to cull them and put them into the cage with the scorpions.
being a butcher is a big advantage. I've got some tricks up my sleeve. I think I got the experience on how to cook different muscles that I know these guys don't know nothing about. It's important to me when barbecue pit masters today, so we're taking the best barbecue they ever had.
Today's biggest challenge was cooking spare ribs. To cook them to tenderness without overcooking them.
It's like an old-fashioned storybook.
And it's a long cook. I'm cooking at 275 degrees, 4 hours into the cook. Usually those ribs are supposed to get done, and the rib pits start to stick out, and that heat comes up a little bit. We say that
Huh.
that's a smile.
We were supposed to have 42, right? Or 42 already found?
42. Yeah.
Was it the two that were in the cage that were the 42 part of it?
You're part of 44.
Because I've only got 40 written down.
Wait, yeah. No.
What? I'm so confused.
Been sitting for a while, let's see what they look like. Oh,
Did I, am I remembering wrong?
Good ribs, good ribs.
We not-
A plan is-
Wait. Why is there paper everywhere?
I think the simplicity of it is what's gonna.
I try not being such a grump, but there's just stuff everywhere that is driving me nuts.
What do they call it? That's you. That's money. What that is, guys. Slide one in. So we're gonna stay on there for 3 hours, 275. That's our cook temperature. Again, it all depends on the wood. It's game time now. You don't want a hard coating on the rib.
Too much smoke,
Hold on.
bad barbecue.
We need to figure this part out. Well, I see 40 right here.
So was it 42 counting those?
Here in
I'm not
Pensacola,
sure.
Florida, 3 of the country's top pit masters are looking to smoke their
So maybe it's 44.
head battle for a shot at becoming barbecue pit masters grand champion.
The culture of
We're down on the bottom level now.
What?
I said we're down on the bottom level now. I think it got all the way up to 40 and that's it.
Okay, I was on.
Spare ribs are all the tips. Will David's experience as a butcher give him an upper hand? Can Big Jim win over the judges by changing up his normal flavor profile? Or will Eric's old school stick burner be the secret ingredient he needs to pull this off?
So,
You know, the pit masters have both the forefront and their spare ribs on right now, but they still have a lot to do.
this is 41. This will be
I don't wrap the bed itself because I've got the color that I'm looking for. I put it in a pan, a little bit out of loose ends to cover the pan.
2.
I'm doing the same thing, but I always wrap my stuff. If you don't wrap it with aluminum foil, you're gonna get so much smoke on them, they're gonna be bitter, they're gonna be dark, and I guarantee you, they're not gonna get you to the $50,000.
I think guys, there's a risk concept over instead of a pink ring, it's higher than.
I'm not gonna go do any judging in Ohio, no offense.
Right now, we wrap the pork butt. I would hazard the best
Look at the pepper I got on my rub.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna put a little more right here on that honey mussel. And a handful right on top. I'm gonna put some liquid fun on it. We have butter in there.
Damn it.
Put it back in the smoker for a minimum of an hour. And that
You know, I never claimed that I was hyper intelligent.
now, we gotta get ready for that. See the natural curve of the rib, holding the juices.
All right. Susan Pardue jumped on, but I think she hopped off pretty quick. Although yesterday my buddy hopped on and he was still on after it said that there was nobody watching. So who knows? She might still be there watching. So 42, 43. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Sarah, do you want attention? Is that what you're going for? Because you're not going to get the attention that you like. Tried to warn her. Tried to warn her. How many minutes is that? Is that till tomorrow?
No, it's 30.
I got the juice. Okay. We're going to do no-no. See, these scorpions are already fairly riled up.
So I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap them. The game plan is to keep those ribs moist. A little bit of butter, a little bit of brown sugar, all this stuff right here is going to liquefy inside that pouch. And I like to put mine off my spicy butter and salt. Both sides of the same process. You only get one chance for competition. The judges get one bite. You got to put as much flavor and as much punch in that one bite.
There we go. There we go. Giving everybody a chance at some food. Oh, this baby scorpion's right there. Looking pretty skinny. You better go back and eat that cricket, young thing. You better not keep trying to escape. You're not going to like what happens if the cats get you. All right. I got some juice. Keep your juice. Don't trust his juice. Don't trust his shrooms either. I know that the term is kind of already coined, but his shrooms will turn the frogs gay and you. Doop. Now we'll just have to see if any more baby crickets, not crickets, but scorpions show up with mama. We picked 4 out today. Little bastards were hiding, and little bastards could still be hiding. Yeah. All right. I think Micah might have accidentally got some sort of cologne on this cap. Because I'm smelling something that ain't me, and it ain't my usual freaking deodorant.
I know your ribs have killed a lot of people, but I'm expecting some good ones today. You don't keep running your mouth, I'm gonna kill you. 30 minutes left to turn in. 30 minutes to turn in. I'm gonna check the money much on my fork, but I like this
All right.
195 degrees. 93, 95. We're done. Let's go. Let me check temperature of the ribs. About 195 degrees.
Damn it.
Now I start looking at this I'm gonna separate it out, slice it.
I did not do it.
I had the perfect muddy muscle, soft as butter. Oh, mama.
We're gonna get these as far away from the workout area as we
Made
can.
molasses,
Put 'em over
vinegar,
here.
so it all works in the
Rest.
flavor profile. I'm gonna do a professional box. I'm gonna do the muddy muscle. There's a muscle.
Opposed is speeding.
That is overlooked.
Uh-oh, that's against the law.
This muscle.
Somebody tell their supervisors. Help. Help, the cops are speeding.
Barbecue sauce and mix it up. I want them to know that I can take one piece of meat.
Who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
For speeding cops?
You know we're looking for in terms of
All right.
195. She's right where she needs to be. I think they're good. We're gonna take them off.
At what?
The meat on the table, start slicing.
You need to wait.
Boom.
You need to wait. Yes. Don't you have food in the bedroom?
I know I did my damn job.
Oh, yeah, you do. It's Preston.
Is that dish finally empty?
Yeah.
Go with nice seasoned chopped meat.
Let me say that real quick.
Putting that meat in the box. You don't have time
Okay.
to be like,
Too close. Separation. All right. Taste the piece. Tell me what you think.
I never taste my presentation food because I'm my own worst critic. I'll jinx myself if I taste my competition meat.
Okay. Good job, man. Turning time approaching. My anxiety level is up, and I want to make sure these boxes come in perfectly. My hands thicker than
Let me cut nice and clean cuts.
This is not your everyday catering job. I have to.
Care the pork box.
Okay. And pork butt box at the same time. I've never done this before.
Almost couldn't get the fifth one.
Really good.
Was not the best way to do it either.
All right, for my pork butt box, we're going to be presenting the muddy muscle and pulled pork to impress the judges. We're saucing off our pulled pork right now. I want the judges to be able to taste the barbecue sauce, the smoke, and a little bit of seasoning. Okay, let's grab the box. Okay, open. Nice. Pork butt is done. Let's get those ribs in. Okay, I'm gonna get the ribs. I got it. Let's just over. Need a towel. I got a towel. We're getting a little nervous right now, but you know what?
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Alf.
Make some nice, even cuts here. Finishing up, finishing this right here. That's a combination of turbinado, brown sugar, and milk. And that is right under.
Oh, no. Would you?
The final step, you spritz our ribs. You're gonna, okay. Go in. Ready for training.
Cat.
I am completely 100%.
All right.
To the max when I know I'm the best pork ribs and the best.
Come on. I'm sorry to hear that. Loss of a pet is never fun. Yeah. Did he just say that his brother died?
Dry.
Oh shit, what do you do? They're already done. There's nothing you can do. All right. Okay. We got 14. Now, we can get started on taking care of our usual animals. All right. Tomorrow we'll feed the rest of the critters. I don't think we'll have time tonight, that's for sure. Don't get me wrong, we have no set time to wake up, but yeah. No, that's not gonna work. Well, you guys are gonna get stuck over here.
Down on it, tenderness for me was about spot on. There's some kind of a sweet element. I got it in there. It's pork flavor, like barbecue. And I did sweet on it. You know, like, good like me, man. All the stuff about number 2. You know, perfect color,
Well, that is Grabby Abby right there. You can see her.
I like what he's saying. I think the pork ribs are already sweet enough.
Thank you, Black Cat.
Very well cooked there. Moist and tender bite right here in the taste bud. Wow. Orange flavor. Now, it was not. If anything, I would have kept it maybe another 30 minutes.
There we go.
Well, I thought the pitmaster put a beautiful color on these ribs. The tenderness was good.
I hope the other tarantula is doing all right. I think we would do well trying to get them
That's what it's all about. It's all about what?
prey tonight.
Let's get our hands on the pork butt and mark for appearance. Let's start with box number 1.
Number 1 pork butt. That's me.
When judging appearance for pork butt, I'd like to see that the pitmaster carefully selected the portions that they put in the box. It's a bonus if they can give me some slices, some chunks, perhaps some pulls, maybe another muscle.
What's it? It just went right under you. All right. Well, this is a young Monocentropus balfouri tarantula out of its den, running around the cage. There you go.
What I'm looking for is the taste flavor of pork butt. I want a light smoke, light season on the bark area, light of sauce. And I don't want to taste something that's not supposed to be there. Let's move on to number two. Bark number two, picture and barbecue. Oh.
I'm going to hold off on feeding the rest of them until tomorrow. This is a cobalt blue tarantula. It dug 2 entryways into its den.
Looked okay in the box. Or tenderness, it was a spot on. I expected.
You can see its tiger butt.
Pleasantly surprised when I saw it come inside of the box.
But it no longer lets us look underneath. That's rude.
It was very different from the taste of pork that I cooked. But I liked it. The flavor was pleasing. I see why it's been there for the year.
Gosh darn it.
So, Byron, tell me your thoughts.
All right. We're going to have to go and get more water here shortly.
Where I had a little difficulty in it was an off taste I got from the meat. Not bad, but it's just something different I picked up on that I couldn't.
So how's it going, guys? I got at least 3 of you watching the live. I know Alf's probably watching, but his shit got shut down because he wanted to say some rude, crude, socially unacceptable things. Oh my God, I just realized something.
I like the way that they did a money muscle and it had some bark on there. Generally pleasing. It's very pleasing.
I forgot again.
Three different cuts. And then when I take
Not that my brother's scorpion is dying of hunger.
Gentlemen, now that we've judged spare ribs and pork butt, I think it's time to tally up the score and see who's going to win.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close.
I'm a little nervous about winning this competition.
I put good product in those turn-in boxes.
Are you ready to find out who is today's barbecue pitmaster champion?
it's the moment through.
All right.
After a long day working their pit, Greenfield pitmasters smoked their best pork butts and spare ribs. And now it's time to crown one as today's barbecue pitmasters champion.
It's Obi! Well, right now we are feeding my brother's scorpion.
We've been judging and tasting your meats, and we've added up the score. Are you ready to find out who is today's barbecue pitmaster champion?
Stand in front of the judges, nerves are finally set in. All the judges mentioned that my spare ribs, they had a little bit of tug, a little bit of pull, but I know it's slicing my pork, but 3 different ways give me an edge.
You know, I'm nervous, but I put good product in those turn-in boxes. I agree with what the judge said about my spare ribs. They were a little light. The judge really liked my pork butt.
So we did a count. We found 4 other scorpions. Yay, Obi!
We're all great pitmasters, but today we're holding you to the highest of standards.
Nice job, buddy.
Our chance to win the $50,000 prize, a spot in the Kingsford Invitation, in the coveted title of Kingsford Barbecue Pit.
Oh yeah, he is definitely a thick boy.
Before we announce the winner, you all know a little bit more about your cook. Who's number 1 on pork butt?
That was me.
Eric,
There we go.
today and this cook that you normally do.
I kept it the same. You know, I put my heart and fast in that box. That's the way we cook into it.
Well, I know that's right because it was turned and it tasted good, so I know that's how we cook and enjoy it. Good job.
Thank you.
Who was number 3 in pork butts?
That was me.
That was a nice box. I thought the color was spot on. I thought the flavor was really nice. It's the pitmaster demonstrating expertise in cooking that pork butt in there. Good job.
All right, so this is our calmest tarantula. Hey, Junior. Junior is an Arizona blondie, hopefully a female. I always hope that my critters are females. We got one back at least. One back. One stick insect back? Something go what is going on? Look at her. She's just like, now you so somebody returned it or oh, they escaped. Ah, there you go. Yeah, luckily none of the scorpions escaped that we know of. And we got freaking 44 in captivity. So, yeah, I know how that fear goes. I know exactly how that fear goes. So this critter is an arid terrestrial tarantula. It is probably one of the best, if not the best, starter species of tarantula you can own. It has been nothing but kind and calm while in captivity here. It's only raised its abdomen in a threatening manner once. Outside of that, it has been, well, what you see here. I don't know. I wish there was some way to know if somebody was actually watching on the Facebook or not, because the only reason why I'm not engaging more with Facebook and showing them all the stuff that's going on is because nobody's talking. And I can't really go by who's watching because they don't show that consistently. But you only got one back from an escaped bunch of babies. I would be so fucking nervous. So nervous. There you go.
One of the best cooks in the country, so I feel damn good. What you want? Spare ribs, front look, good tenderness, really stood out with its flavor. Butcher barbecue showed his command on cooking that pork butt. Beautiful presentation, taste, cherry on the first. I always felt like I ate.
All right.
Now I got the first. For the next round, they let me stare.
Has gotten huge. Fuck. Is it well tempered at least? At least a little bit well tempered. That would be nice. Is water dry? Oh god. Yeah, no. It's like having an aquatic version of a green iguana. Good luck with that. You are a stronger person than I am. I would.
Convince you to let us give it up.
Yeah. You're fine. We're running out of. Oh shit. Calm down, dude. We do this all the time. He can be held, but he just doesn't want to. Okay, well, that's better than the green iguana we had. That little shit. I got so close. Like, I had him eating flowers out of my hand. It was going so well, and then somebody broke into the fucking trailer and scared the hell out of him. And all of that shit just right out the window.
Welcome to Alabama. You're on my turf now.
Yeah, in the end, they're pets, not toys. Yeah, and iguanas really should be treated as if they are basically all wild caught. Seldom do you find an iguana that is super chill, really wanting to get held. Well, at least in the green iguana variety.
How much cash do you have left?
25.
Is that counting the 22?
Yeah.
You said yeah.
Yeah. You told me to keep the 22 on here.
I was just hoping you had an extra minute.
So this, yeah, this is our other Lacioceano sansomai, tropical, terrestrial, New World tarantula, smaller in stature than some of the others out there. It is mildly venomous, relying primarily on its speed when it comes to its need to not become predator feed. Sorry, critter, I didn't mean to spray you with water. There we go. Got to keep it humid, moist, if you would. I know some people that come on here hate that. How have you been, Mrs. Critter?
Thankfully getting better. It'd be helpful if I take medicine.
Quit forgetting to take your medicine, honey. You would be better by now. Somebody asked me what stresses me out. Yeah.
Candace snores a lot.
Do you know if lizards can have rabies or something? I don't think they can. From what I understand, rabies is an illness that requires your core temperature to stay at a certain or above a certain temperature for it to thrive in your system. Why? Is there some sort of weird case of rabies in a lizard?
They only affect warm-blooded.
Yeah. I think there was a whole episode of House where they tried to combat rabies with an ice tank or something like that. So I asked Google, of course, the main medical professional that I use, whether that would work, and Google's just like, no. Typically speaking, you can't vest rabies with cold water.
Somebody's winning.
I inject every time I took the full show. And what you're doing it for is one injection is the way to go.
Foaming from the mouth and is scared of water and wants to kill everything. Even the poor rock. Maybe take it to a vet.
It's like more
Mouth rot? You're going to want to go and take it to a vet, is all we're going to say. Is when you have questions, when you have an animal that's acting out like that, take it to a vet. Oliver, move.
He's like, just do
Oliver.
Has brown sugar, black pepper, cayenne, dried mustard, a little bit of chili powder.
Okay.
Salty, savory, sweet. The pork has so much fat, so much flavor.
I do not care. He's always got a scratch. Every time I ask him to move, he's got a scratch.
You have to take the skin off. My culinary background is going to give you a huge advantage today. For me, there's a science to cooking. If you left the skin on, forget it, you already lose. Because then you don't have a chance for this whole meat to be penetrated with all the spices and all those flavors. Money run. This rub's got some paprika, some cayenne, some flavor that separates you from the rest. I like our flavor. I think we're going to win.
We're gonna cut it in half. We're gonna take this pork
All right.
shoulder, we're gonna cut it in two. We're gonna make this a Boston butt and a picnic. I'm used to cooking Boston butts. That's all I cook at the restaurant. I don't cook whole shoulders. Alright, this will be the piece right here. We'll cook without the injection. And this will be the piece that we rub right here with the picnic hammer. We want to cook just like we do at the restaurant because everybody that comes up and says the pork shoulder is the best barbecue they've ever had. They came up with their own rub. It's got kosher salt, hot chili powder, garlic powder, and brown sugar. Our sugar is regular salt. It's injection of Tennessee whiskey and total.
First thing we use is good old Tennessee whiskey. Of a cola, one good handful of a rub. It just does something special. And give it a little touch. I think our neighbors have put whiskey in there. That is good. I think that's animal cruelty. I typically cook my pork shoulders like 300 degrees. I can cook 18 to 20 pound shoulders every day, somewhere around a 7-hour range. I'm 250 degrees. It'll probably take me about 12 hours to get them tender and in the body.
I'm a low and slow guy. I like to cook at 225 degrees. Pork shoulders will take me 15, 16 hours to cook. But in a competition like this, I've got to buff my temperature up and get it done in 12-hour time frame.
All right. In the clear. He's acting like he's got rabies. All right. Move. Move. Munchkin? You. Oh. Really? Really? What?
She just swagged in the tip of her tail.
The dog?
Duchess's.
Absolutely not, Oliver. You're gonna get Duchess over here, and then you're both gonna want attention.
She's like, what?
See? Oh, no. Absolutely not. I kicked him out of here for a reason. No. Jasper! Out. Woo! All right. $17 likes. Tonight we are on fire. All right. I need to finish cleaning off these tables. Right. The hordes of babies. All right. Time to start putting them away. Is it a new season?
What?
Your show?
No.
Oh. It's like they're all describing themselves. I thought it meant it was a new
Well,
season.
they're describing the competitors.
That's what I mean.
Oh, it's a whole new set of competitors every season until the last episode. Until the last one where the winners come back and compete the best of all.
Oh. Alright, we're just about done here. Sorry this is taking so long, honey.
Okay. Sorry.
There we go. Hey, ankle. They said the only thing they're worried about is his MBD, small size. Other than that, what you doing? We are gathering up baby scorpions, moving them off of our dubia roach colony, which we are going to be setting down over here. Then we are going to be taking care of the dubias, moving on to the tarantulas. Once we're done with the tarantulas, we're going to do another set of curls. Probably only going to get 4 or 5 reps in. The big set was in the start. We got 6-ish in. That 6th curl was a little bit too much back to the curl itself, which is a no-no when you're trying to do it right. But you know what? It is the way it is. A little bit of exercise, a little bit of nerd stuff. You know, a nice healthy combination of both to really give it that proper je ne sais quoi. Am I related to an onion? Probably a distant relative, yes. It's a very odd question to be asking random strangers online, but you know what? Who am I to judge? I decided to walk 11.5 miles in 80-degree temps today. So, we're all a little strange around here. Most security guards would have probably just stayed where it was nice and cold.
I would have.
All right. Oh my God, the cat. I thought he was up on something. You're giving me a heart attack. I don't even know what she is.
Oh, he was a NASCAR racer. He died.
Oh yeah, our cats are so cute. Look. Look at him. This is Jasper. Hey. Scoochies. Yeah. Of course you don't want to be held. And then that little fucking orange terror. That is Munchkin. Originally pumpkin, but we changed it. Okay, let's get you guys over here, shall we? You guys need to be introduced to Little Bitch.
What about the pup?
Absolutely not. If I introduce the puppies, they will want all the attention in the world, and I ain't got time for that. I was supposed to start with the damn roaches. Maybe walking 11 and a half miles in 80-degree temperature. So it's not the best idea. Because my brain is apparently no longer functioning properly. What the fuck?
Personally, I don't do it. I try to keep a high moisture level within my cooking chamber so I don't have to wrap to protect the moisture and improve the tenderness.
You know, this big pork shoulder thing came a lot.
Oh, yeah, Jeremy, that was not smart.
I want to do it until I make that. I even make temperature adjustments to my cooker, but it has to be done now.
I'm fairly certain that some of these trolls are people's children. The same people that would say, "Oh, my precious little angel wouldn't do anything wrong. He's such an innocent little child." Mm-hmm, ma'am. That's what they all say. Then they get a hold of your phone, and I have to deal with them on YouTube. Really should have swallowed. Anyway. So this is our Lasiodora parahabana, or salmon pink bird-eating tarantula. These guys can get up to 10 inches in width, maybe 11 if you're really lucky. I'm 45 years old, motherfucker. Ooh. Ooh, then his mother really should have swallowed. If this is how he turned out, good golly.
Tickle its booty, somebody said.
No, she already does. She already freaking got mad at me the last time I did that. She doesn't like having her booty tickled anymore. Hey, Froggy!
No, Oliver. Just because I said hi doesn't mean you
Look
have
at
to.
that.
No, I didn't.
She is doing quite a bit of renovating in her cage. It is a sign that this critter is getting close to a molt. Gotta flip the script here. When you have an animal, look at him. Look at him. Monster. The embodiment of bad cat behavior right there. Ah! Why must you be so mean? Munchkin. Munchkin. Look at the camera. Fine, be that way. Boots. Yeah, he Puss in Boots. Look at that freaking booty. Alright, after this, we'll go and take out the freaking roaches, okay?
Can I help you?
No.
You know, I told Oliver no.
Yes, he looks a lot like Puss in Boots, alright? I will not deny that looks like a version of Antonio Banderas. Okay. Give your Munchkin, the one that has made a mess of the hallway again. Yes, that Munchkin. You're gonna help me with that. Because my cat's not doing it. That is all her cat.
Yeah, your cat stretched in the middle of the night with his nails on my back.
Well, my cat keeps taking more of my side of the bed.
No, he was between us and stretched.
Did you happen to find my ear thing?
No. I haven't really looked for it much though.
Because it came off in the middle of the night, and I kept rolling over so that my one uncovered ear was against the pillow. And then my subconscious, in its outfit, yeah, we don't have an outfit for him like that. Although we would make so much money.
Halloween?
Oh yeah, he will kill us in our sleep, but it will be worth it. Was that a baby cricket I saw, Joe?
Okay, we're gonna take care of our chicken breast. 166 perfectly on that one there. Just, I mean, it's just very, very close.
I think I see some cricket nymphs, honey.
Awesome.
What we'll do is the chicken.
Hopefully we'll have a bunch of babies here. That's what we need. I had a bunch of babies here, and then I decided wrong. The lid came off, the crickets went everywhere.
And we still haven't told Micah.
Chicken nuggets, not good. That overprocessed chicken bullshit will never outdo regular chicken strips.
It depends. Every once in a while, a good chicken is sounds good.
I feel betrayed by McDonald's. Their pink slime is far from prime.
Who said you like McDonald's?
Well, they used to be the standard of chicken nuggets. Like, they were my favorite back in the day, and then I found out what they were made of.
Pureed chicken.
That is not pureed chicken. What that is horrifying. Nasty bullshit. All right, here we go. Once again, they actually have celery coating. Is that true, honey?
Not that I know of.
All right. Tomorrow we will feed them rose petals.
I'm really confident right now, and I'm feeling pretty good. So this is your ticket? Yes, ma'am. Can you please pick a number? Certainly. Would this be your court shoulder? Yes, it is. You may now continue on to the day. Thank you.
We need to see how much a fancy type of isopod would cost so that we can get some for this cage to help keep things down, and then we can just mist it and let them reproduce. Well, I will have to look that up. However, my tablet is currently indisposed right now. So that cannot happen right this second. So, when it comes to roaches, at least this variety of cockroach, the females are shiny with no wings, and the males tend to have
Celery salt or celery seed?
celery salt or celery seed seasoning. Huh. That's kind of crazy.
Which celery seed? ground like powdered celery seed.
Yeah.
I've heard actually tastes salty, so it helps give it a savory flavor.
Hmm.
I just want to be the one standing on that.
That is crazy.
I know we've got the best barbecue.
All right.
No doubt.
You can also puree it, mix it in with the chicken nuggets to help with the moisture.
Okay, so when taking care of these roaches, you do oftentimes want to have a damp environment. However, we've had issues with storage mites getting into our roach environment. So we have dried it out. And once we get some isopods to move in with these guys, we will begin the process of moistening the cage again. The dead body looking things you see, the dead body things that you see in here are actually the molts. They do need to be cleaned out. I can actually take care of some of those right now. They have been growing like weeds. They've also been eating
judge their turn-ins on a live TV from the tip. I think I did good. I'm happy, yeah. I felt like I did okay for my first time.
I think I did all right. You know, sometimes these competitions, they're a combination of luck and skill.
Let's see what they got to say.
You know, Chucky, he gets wide when he gets hungry. So let's dig in. Let's take a look at box number 1 of whole chicken. Mark the score for appearance. Number 1, that's Team Becky, Team Biz.
When judging full chicken for appearance, I want to see moist, juicy breast. Also, is the meat soft or is it over sauce? You know, a good glaze on a chicken will go a long way, but too much sauce, that's bad.
No, looking too long. I don't know what they're doing.
We have quite a few. That's why we started breeding roaches. We have... Here we go. These guys can't climb up smooth surfaces. Fine. So, we have 44 baby... Matter of fact, we can look at one right now. Because that fat little guy right there, look at how chunky he is. That boy is thick. Crazy. All right, so we have 44 babies. We have one mama right here. 2 Monocentropus balfouri up there, 1 up there. That's the adult Monocentropus balfouri. Holy shit, we actually have 45 baby scorpions. Cobalt blue, 2 Lacioceanosazamae, or Brazilian blue violets, Theraphos apophysis, Emperor scorpion, Asian forest scorpion, about 40 crickets, 3 ball pythons, green bottle blue, and Elastiodora parahabana. So we have a lot, which means we will be getting around to that eventually. We're going to be dealing with the tarantulas that we have left. Then we're going to be doing another set of curls and another set of dips, of tricep dips. Then we're going to be hitting the scorpions, taking care of them, checking mama's cage for more babies if we can find them. They've got to be in that soil because we've literally turned that whole cage upside down. So we got baby scorpions that are living in the soil in mama's cage. We could technically have all the way up to 60. We just never know. It's crazy the way that works. All right, here we go. Move these guys over, and then we'll bring the Theraphosa down. Theraphosa is pre-molt. She is not eating. She's also kind of bitchy. But that's the way that Theraphoses tend to be. They are very defensive. So they tend to act like they've got an attitude. It's not really an attitude, it's just them trying to get you to leave them the fuck alone. Which is fair because in the wild, they are literally food for anything that will put them in the mouth. It's not smart to put a Theraphos in your mouth because they have the urticating hairs and the fangs. Alright. Oh, they're not dangerous. They're not dangerous. Emperor scorpions and Asian forest scorpions have mild venom. The strongest venom that we have in the house belongs to the cobalt blue, and that little thing is kind of a sweetheart, despite the fact that its general demeanor overall is seen as volatile. It's not, at least not the one that I've got. She is so calm. If she was volatile, she would have wanted a piece of me when I went and dealt with her cage the last time. But instead, we had an easy enough time moving her from one location to another. These animals aren't nearly as dangerous as people let on. She's got in her trunk. Look at that. She's got the caboose. And we are going to have to go and mist her cage a little bit because it needs to stay moist. Don't get me wrong, these creatures are venomous. But simply because something's venomous does not mean that it is wholeheartedly dangerous. The one death that you could typically find online from a tarantula was actually from a bacterial infection within the bite and not from the fangs hitting some sort of vital organ or the venom causing a serious reaction. Tarantulas are fairly notorious as though being medically relevant in some cases, not being lethal. Here we go. Managing it's pretty easy. If you go and you hang around here long enough, you'll learn how to do it. There are some cases where we lose pets, and that really... She was spunky in her prime. She was quite the talent. Cartwheeled across the cage to get to my hand one time. But just one day she started to go downhill and she never stopped. And she eventually couldn't move and passed away. Okay.
I think the pitmaster probably should have taken either full or the chop and
All right.
a lot lighter on the sauce, and they would have had a higher service for that.
Now, we still have some tarantulas to go, but I'm feeling like now is the perfect time to go and lift a second to last set of curls.
The bark was not very good. Very bitter. Only drawback here on the industry was the slice I got seemed to be a little bit overcooked. But overall, I think it's pretty.
I think we all have the same chance here.
Well, like one better than that.
Haters! I never sleep.
Skill here today, but only one
Oliver, you're gonna need to move.
Annual Hog Wild Festival. The time has come to name a winner. 3 skilled pitmasters have smoked their best whole pork shoulder and whole chicken. And now it's time to crown today's barbecue pitmaster, who will be one.
I love sleeping, but then again, I no longer have night terrors. So, yeah. My night terrors, I'm pretty sure, were tied directly to abuse that occurred when I was a child that I didn't even fully remember until I was an adult, and then after I remembered what happened and I started to face it, the terrors started to go away. But I would be very talkative in my sleep. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, you haven't done that much. You'll say a word or two lately.
But when we first started, like sleeping together,
Some days you just were having conversations with yourself.
Chris said that it was like friggin' barbecue perfect.
Whenever it does start tasting my chicken, they all need to dry.
Alf, you want to just not be able to talk for the rest of the night? Is that what you're going for? I'll let you answer that after you wait another 5 minutes.
They're coming out with no Insidious film.
They already finished all the Insidious films.
They're coming out toward the end of the year.
Before we announce the winner, we want to know a little bit more about your cook.
You need to get yourself a farm dog.
Should have been put in the box.
Or go to a SHOT Show and go a SHOT Show, honey. That's where you go and you buy a home defense. They have themselves some automatic turret systems. And if you don't have to worry about neighbors, actually, you know what? In Durz's case, if you have to worry about neighbors, you just set up your little turret defense system. Somebody breaks into your shit.
I would not like that.
I just wanted to give you.
Are they tossing it out of the bowl?
The money need.
Well, they've got to eat it because that's what we got for them. What about dogs? I don't. Hey, get you some. It's Catherine. Catherine
We got
is
dogs.
Catherine is becoming a regular. Yeah, it sounds like you might benefit from actually having some livestock protection. Get yourself some coyote killers and train them not to go after your birds. And then when a pack comes to attack, they get whacked. All right, move.
Y'all cook your butts out today. One of you is going to walk away with bragging rights, move on to the semifinals, and one step closer to becoming barbecue pitmasters, grand champion.
It's always the last two of these sets, and it's just like, oh my god, it's too much.
Yes, I do. I think I've worked hard enough to try and see what it takes to make it in this big dog
Wolf
barbecue
just
world.
pawed the blanket into a pile, and now he's on it.
Where do you think
Oh.
you shine today? I think my overall was
He's such a puppy.
Gunness and tenderness of my boxes. And I think
Why the
Who's?
science?
Yeah, I was gonna say probably the ball pythons. Little guys, most likely the calmest. No, Mochi. Mochi's likely the calmest. Once it gets to a certain time of year where their urges get a little bit too severe, they try to get near to a female they really shouldn't. I couldn't find the last one. My brain is fried. You're gonna have to forgive me if I cannot be the poet that I usually am. I was walking around and I'm like, I smell like cooked ham. There goes that last brain cell.
I should have left my background as a chef at home.
Alright.
Focused on becoming the pitmaster I want to be.
Big Game's pork entry, and the reason he wound up number one was with the taste and the moisture of the fry.
Team Bibbs nailed the dark and the light meat today, cooking it perfectly. It was a great entry.
Great barbecue pitmaster champion. It's just over the top.
3.
This season on Barbecue Pitmaster. Where you the road, we're traveling to some of the best barbecue
Whew.
It's game time now.
where each week 3 teams will battle it out. Here's a spot, it's a winner take all finale.
Yeah, little guy. And one of the tarantulas. Well, actually, two of them, but one of them was an intentional escape. 3 of them. Because of Ducky, when we scared her out of the hidey hole and she fled her cage. My wife caught her. Alright, wait. We really need to go and get a different fucking device.
Don't forget to turn the 2 heat lamps back on.
I will. Move. This says a 74.7 in Mochi's cage. No wonder he's got his head out. He's like, bro, what the fuck? Whew. Can you put some music? I wish I could. Unfortunately, YouTube has got these rules against people using certain music during their lives. I know this because I got hit with copyright infringement, and they took away my ability to make money off the lives. So if maybe YouTube got a backbone and stopped fucking over their users, I'd be able to use some music. But we're stuck doing it like this. All right. All right. Nope. Whew. Okay. I would get stoned. I want to get the popcorn bucket that's coming out with a scary movie. It's shaped like a bong. If it's made out of glass, it technically is a bong. That hippie lettuce is looking real tasty. I make my mom mad. I like to call it the Lord's lettuce. For those who don't know, my mom is super duper LDS. And she thinks that weed causes a mess of stress. Whew.
It's something different, just not something that your master typically cook on a regular basis. The flavor profile that I'm going to find put on the buffalo brisket, salt, pepper, chili powder, cumin, but all these things are going to support the natural flavor of the buffalo. So, the only issue is when you talk about a third of the fat versus a regular brisket.
Well, I know.
You don't have a lot of flavor in that. You gotta let that.
But my mom does.
Yeah, but the fat is making it good. Tasty, yeah.
I mean, technically I do too, but you know. I think I might have burned the back of my ears.
I forgot how to put. That's gonna be fun sleeping.
So down in this burrow, right here, is our Monocentrobus balfouri female, who has been busy picking off crickets. Look at that. Look at that. Toes. We've got tarantula toes sticking out. Look at him. So adorable. We water the scorpions every other day, right? I think we do. So that means tomorrow I gotta water most of them. Look at that. Looks like we don't have anything too gosh awful. Oh, there's Larry's leg that came off. Larry was the one male left in this cage. He survived for 8 years. 8 years. All right. Monocentrobus balfouri are a Yemeni species of tarantula. Can typically be kept in a colony. While this next tarantula is most definitely no. Okay. Hey, what? Oh, wow. She's getting another booty on her, honey. We might see 2 molts this year. Look at that. She's got her whole cage webbed up. This is a green bottle blue female, and she is an absolute unit already. If she molts, she'll have to go into a different cage. That is just the way that she's going to crumble. All right. You know, I can see that there are 10 of you out there. You can say something if you want to. Make sure you subscribe. Now, this particular cage is still open for one reason and one reason only. One reason, yeah, guys. Ha! We got two missed the cage. I guess you'd rather call it hose down the cage the way I'm doing it. That's fine. But we got to boost the humidity. There we go. Because that particular tarantula comes from a peninsula in Venezuela that goes through weather shifts routinely. Got critters in them cages, that's right. We have Lacioceano sazamai, two of them. They are technically called Brazilian blue violets. We have 3 Monosyntropus balfouri, 1 adult, 2 babies. Not in the same cage. The 2 babies are in their own cage. We have a cobalt blue. We have 45 baby Floridian bark scorpions, 1 mama bark scorpion, 1 Arizona blondie, 1 emperor scorpion, 1 Asian forest scorpion, 1 Lacidorana, about 40 crickets, about 100 roaches, 3 ball pythons, 3 dogs, 2 cats. Did I mention the green bottle blue? We got a lot of animals. Now, let's get going on these scorpions. I know some of you have been waiting around a while to see them. I almost tripped myself on the tripod. How odd. Okay. Yes, nice collection indeed. The massive quantity of Floridian bark scorpion was it was not planned. We got Mama, also known as Cherry. Got Mama from a store called Hiss out in Portland, because we were up in the Pacific Northwest. And we thought Mama was male because she was a pretty decent size. And we were told that the males are pretty decent sizes, while the females tend to be a little less than impressive. I was just like, wow, it's definitely a male. Wrong. Probably little guy. Little guy is my oldest pet. He has... Alright, let's see here. This... No, she's not. Can you please focus? That is our Asian forest scorpion. This is my wife's emperor scorpion that is pre-molt. Right here. Mama is right there. Look around for any signs of fucking babies. Sorry, Yep. Alexander, I'm so glad you're still here. I know you wanted to see these guys. That's Mama. She could still have another litter, if that's what we want to call it. But yeah. So scorpions fluoresce under black light, making them rather easy to find if they get out. I like to take the light, and even from this high up, if you see a baby scorpion, so long as it's not like a super fresh molt, it should pop under the light. Let's see if we can see any. They're all hiding. They're just like, no, fuck you. Where is this? Like that. Yeah, they are very reminiscent of Asian forest scorpions. They are not too different at all. Well, it is called biofluorescence. There is a chemical within the exoskeleton of the scorpion that reacts to the black light. Biofluorescence requires an external light source to create a glow. Bioluminescence does not. The animal that glows with bioluminescence basically creates the glowing effect on their own. That's the difference. I used to call them bioluminescent. They were not bioluminescent. They're biofluorescent. Kind of embarrassing when your viewer corrects you on your bullshit. But that's the way we learn. And we don't get butthurt when people correct us. How are there baby crickets in... Get over here!
Who are you talking to?
The camera. I was trying to do a whole thing. Let's see. Where are you little bastards at? Now you hide? Now you hide. That's unreal. All right. Yeah, Mortal Kombat. That was a Mortal Kombat reference. Scorpion. No, I'm the only nerd that remembers this. I'm just aging myself. So, basically, not a cage we want crickets to reproduce in. Not that cage. No. We want crickets to reproduce in that cage. That cage. Not that cage. That cage. Not this cage. That cage. Especially not that cage. Right there. We've had that happen before. That was a shit show. Now, if they could reproduce in, which they have, in Mama's tank, that's great because it means that any baby scorpions that are in there are automatically going to have food to eat for the foreseeable future. But I've only seen 3 baby crickets in there. Yay! Someone gets the reference. So, we've missed it this cage. We're done with it. We're going to set it up there. Probably not going to touch it for another 2 days because it needs to dry out a little bit. Oh, shoot. We got to turn off the live stream for Facebook. I really hope my wife just sprayed something in the bathroom. Otherwise, the tablet just made a hissing sound. And if anybody knows anything about tablets, once your tablet starts hissing at you, you're going to want to get rid of it. Whew. let's come over here. Oh, I need to press done. Yeah, we got 15%. Somebody's got free tires in my community. The tires themselves look like they're from the 50s, but you know, they're free tires. We're all a little bit dated here, I guess. Maybe I'm speaking more so for myself. All right, here we go. This next cage belongs to the Emperor Scorpion that I just showed you guys. We have cage cleaners in this cage. A bunch of them. They are isopods. They are called dwarf purple isopods. We got them dwarf because otherwise they would start becoming food for the scorpion, and we wouldn't want the scorpion to start hunting the cage cleaners because that kind of takes away from their purpose, or porpoise, depending on how you want to joke. With Asian forest and emperor scorpions, you want to keep the humidity in their surrounding areas high. We are talking 75 to 85% humidity. This will prevent them from getting into a stuck molt, which is a reoccurring problem for these species. That is one of the main ways that they pass away in captivity, is not having enough humidity. So, do your due diligence and make sure that your babies are moist. Now, not all scorpions need that much moisture. Lord knows. By the way, I need to pull out the excess baby molts that are in there. Lord knows that Floridian bark scorpions don't need a lot of moisture. Just moist a corner. Give them a water dish, moist a corner, leave them alone. Don't harass their ass. Although that's what I've been doing because Mama still has babies that keep popping up in her cage. So I've got to get Mama out of the way to get the babies so that the babies don't wind up cannibalizing each other or Mama cannibalizing the baby. What animal needs the most attention? Probably
You. Wait, no, Duchess.
Well, Duchess, yeah. But as far as these animals, you just have to say her name. As far as these animals, I'd actually say that it's the crickets. And that's primarily due to the fact that the crickets eat so much food, they drink so much water, and they die often because their lifespan is 14 weeks. 14 weeks alive. Blue Dream Indica with a strain called Mimetic Mimosa Hybrid. That's right, I'm going to F around and find out. To the moon! Yeah! He's going on a trip on his favorite rocket ship. Oh, V, oh, you're such a good puppy. Wait, that itch right there on the middle of your back? But you can access that. Why haven't you been scratching that yourself? Why haven't you been scratching that yourself, old man? Huh? You're such a good boy. My days of smoking the ganja are over. My days of drinking the booze are really fucking over. At least when I smoked the reefer, I was passed the fuck out.
Well, too much.
No, that was when I ate the reefer.
Okay, you really smoked it.
I also found out that I can't really roll a joint. Not my thing. I'd always wind up with like too thin and too long. And I'd go to smoke them and it would all go wrong. Now I gotta be sober. Duchess. You want to tell the class why you're so cute? Huh? You want to tell the class why you're so cute? What is up with this? There's no way. There's no way. No way. No. All right, you're good. You're good. Stop smiling at me. I must fight the horribleness. She's got that dopey hi dad look. Hi dad. You give me more attention? I gotta wash my hands now.
Bringing their flavor from their own necks of the woods to a long-end portloin and brisket. Landy and Scott's tried and true flavors help them to cook. Try something new. Put him ahead of the pack.
I guess they haven't appreciated that you're self-medicated.
At this point, I have to wrap buffalo brisket because if I don't wrap, I'm going to put too much smoke on the meat. Also, I think wrapping is going to be crucial just from keeping moisture in it because it is so lean. When I go to wrap it up, I'm going to add some of my injection to that wrap. It's going to help keep moisture in there.
Whether they wrap with some plastic film around it tightly, which I would do, or just the basic aluminum foil wrap, I believe all our contestants are going to wrap that. The buffalo briskets have been in. My biggest challenge cooking the buffalo brisket is not drying it out. We're going to wrap in some tin foil. We'll try something we've never really tried before. Trying some flavor in those biscuits. A little red wine. Red wine typically buffalo from what I've heard. I'm not a big red wine guy.
Well, have you heard the news, honey? They're thinking that Oregon might actually flip hard red this next election.
Oh yeah, I've heard.
Did you hear how bad the tax that Tina wanted to push on us failed? It flopped so hard it might as well have been a giant middle finger to her. For those that don't know, and we are going to get a little bit political, here in Oregon we have become one of the heaviest taxed population on the planet, in the United States. Heaviest tax population in the United States. We are up there. We also have we are ranking in the worst schooling, cost of living. Everything is just crazy here. Tina tried pushing a gas tax after we, the people, specifically shot down the last one that she pushed for. This time, Tina Kotek tried to push it through without a vote. You know, as a Democrat, democracy is supposed to be an incredible aspect, an incredibly important aspect of your stance. That is the whole point of being a Democrat. Democracy. Everybody has a voice. Everybody gets to vote. Everybody participates. Or at least they should try. However, this person whose fundamental beliefs are supposed to be hinging on people being able to get out there and to voice their opinion and be heard, decided that she was going to shirk that portion of lawmaking and try to act in a tyrannical fashion. We, the people, gathered enough signatures to put it to a vote on the ballot. She moved it from the vote in November, which is the most popular vote, to May, thinking that maybe she'll be able to get it to pass. But alas, her ass must be crass, because nobody voted for it to pass. And it was a bipartisan effort between Democrats and Republicans to say, we've had enough.
You know the new water tax?
Yeah. Yeah. It's because we, the people, have said we've had enough. They're raising the cost of water, of the utilities, of everything else here. And we, the people, are already voicing our opinion that we cannot continue down this course. They're literally going to push everybody out of Oregon if they continue. And yeah, I've never actually held so many similar beliefs to a Democrat before than I have to many of the Democrats that are out there today locally who are saying that they cannot believe that we have been taxed this much with
We are
so
the highest tax.
fifth highest. I thought we were number one.
Somebody they're talking about it's like we're like the fifth highest tax in the state or something like that. Like we're the fifth of something doing with like taxes and stuff.
But it's just
And the fifth most expensive place to live because of the taxes.
yeah. And the thing is, every time they get a chance to pass a tax, they always say that it is going to be for the betterment of mankind, that it is going to be to reach that utopia that they promise every single fucking year. But every year they pass a tax, nothing changes, and nobody gets to relax. So we the people are done. We're done. Next step is we're going to probably go and push to reduce federal taxes to some degree if we can. Shoot, we got people learning how to push back against state. Federal's next. In any case, that's my political rant for the night. Let's get to lifting. Oliver, move. Oliver, move.
So I start slicing the ends, they're juicy, I'm thinking, yeah, we're in good shape. I get to the middle, and I start noticing a little bit of.
So remember the one lady has, it's like, okay, well, you don't agree with Tina Kotek. Why didn't you go and vote for the alternative? She's like, do you know who the alternative was? I was like, yeah, somebody who wasn't going to push this. How bad could it be? What are you getting into?
Oh yeah, let's take a look at this. I'm liking the way that feels. Slicing the
Yeah!
off the
Get down!
I'm really liking the way the juices are pouring out of it, and I love the flavor and I love the texture.
You think you're adorable? You think you're adorable? Come here. Come here, you little turd.
Beautiful looking box.
Yeah?
If anybody has an issue
You
with
think
that,
you're so cute?
mine.
Well, you're right. You're so sweet.
Where it should be. Well, it's not a very good smoke ring, but it's very moist.
Honey.
Come on, you gotta get going now.
Your baby.
We're just gonna sauce the
Oh,
edges now.
here we go.
Whoa. A little bit more moist, a little bit more flavor and sweetness.
Oh my God, calm down.
We wanted to try to put in warm pieces. Again, just that.
Alright.
The last juice was a choice. But you think you get it close?
No. You're gonna have something parsley.
Okay. Eventually I have to agree with Lindsay Ford not going in there, you know.
Yeah, go right. I'll clean up. I'll glaze it, yeah. Go.
15 minutes, Pitmasters. You have 15 minutes to meet the
Was. I have no idea if the recipe worked. I hope we don't turn it into jerky. Look at the juice. I'm happy with the bark. Testing that piece right there.
Oh.
We gotta go thinner for sure, huh? A good flavor.
Are you listening to music right now?
Yeah. Spice to 'em. Spice to 'em.
They sound just as good as they
Put
did.
just a brush of sauce on 'em.
Remember, I first heard them in middle school. You remember them?
Just like you. Yeah.
First, we separate the full from the flat because we're going to turn in two different types of buffalo brisket. We're going to take slices from this one and we're going to cube this into small 1-inch cubes. Lovely bark on there, and we've got great mud gravy through. Put it in sauce and then turn that in.
Ooh.
Very rich. Oh, lovely. The area we're looking for is directly from the little brisket.
All right. We might only be able to do 10 dips. Last time it was 11, 11, 8, 10, 9. This time it's 12, 11, 11, 11. After this, it will be. Thank you guys for hanging out, for taking the time to be a part of this. I do appreciate it. You are going to be so high. You are going to be past the moon this time. Oh. Nope. Oh, fuck. Ooh. Did better than the last time. Not by much. You guys, have a good night. Stay safe. And remember, I better not see you on the news unless it's good news.